Welcome to episode 9 of Let's Hear It. Today's guest is Dan Horne. He is going to show us his Alembic Bass. Alembic basses were founded by Owsley Stanley, who is well known for being the sound man for the Grateful Dead in the late 60s, early 70s. Also engineered some other stuff, but he recorded their shows, he built their wall of sound system, and he tinkered around with instruments as well and partnered with a couple other guys, Ron Wickersham and Rick Turner, to form Alembic. And they made basses for Jack Cassidy, Stanley Clarke, of course Phil Lesh, John Entwistle, and Dan Horne. So Dan is going to come on and tell us about his bass. Dan is a great bass player. He's in the bands Circles Around the Sun and Grateful Shred. He's also a fantastic record producer, studio owner, recording engineer. He's produced records for Cass McCombs, Mapache, and quite a few other people. And welcome Dan Horne from Los Angeles, California. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Chilling. It's hot out here. It's hot.
It's like 108 degrees there.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have a blackout.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah. We'll have to do my acoustic guitar if that happens.
I see you have a COVID hairstyle, COVID facial hair.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep.
Tell us about your Alembic bass. When did you get that? What do you love about it? And then we want to hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, this one I got maybe 5 years ago. It's actually my second Alembic, and the first one was really cool. I had them both for a while, and then I just had to kind of be like, I play this one all the time, so I got rid of the other one. But I just started like researching the company and how cool they are, and like all the cool players that play these, and I just kind of got way into them, and I just had to have a Series 1, which this is, and then I saw it on Craigslist. A guy was selling it for a good price, and I went out and met him, and he was a cool guy, and picked it up. It's a 78, and cool. It's got walnut top, and it's got the old neck through. They call this, I think when they use different woods like this, they call it a hippie sandwich. Have you ever heard of that term?
No.
Yeah. All the different woods. See, it goes all the way up. It's cool. All the way here, and then this is like zebra wood or something on the back, just for added measure they threw some zebra on there, and then yeah, the rest is walnut with the inlays, that are cool. I haven't gotten anything. A lot of people get like custom, they get like their cat name right there or something, but I haven't done anything like that to this bass. But yeah, I mean, part of the reason why I got into it was the company, learning about Alembic and their history, being part of the Bay Area and the Grateful Dead. I grew up in Palo Alto, so I'm a Bay Area native too, so I kind of became obsessed with all that history and stuff, and Alembic was a big part of it.
I know those basses are renowned for their electronics and the various sounds you can get, and also I guess the filtering. So tell us about how that works, and let's hear what it sounds like.
Yeah. So they're single coil pickups, like low impedance single coil pickups, which would be really noisy, but they made this active filtering system, which it hooks up to this preamp right here. This is just a power supply, and then a little summing box for the two pickups. You can plug in both pickups separately if you want, which is actually kind of cool. But right now I just have it in I have them both going into one, and I can blend them. So we got the bridge pickup's pretty fat, like. And then the neck pickup is real nasally, and I like to do like little. Kind of hurts the fingers. I'm out of shape, man. I haven't been playing. Anyway, and then, but I like to use both. And that gives you the full effect. I pretty much am a all knobs to 11 type of guy. Anyway, it's yeah, I mean, I can show you that the filters are cool, but I actually don't use them that much. But so this little toggle is like the cue for the filter, and each filter controls a pickup. So if you want to get the real nasally sound, you put the cue tight. It's not actually that nasally. But I kind of like to keep the wide cue and just turn it up all the way. That's the sound that I go for. But yeah, I guess did we talk about the electronics and how they Owsley?
No, let's hear about
started.
that. I mean, I know that Rick Turner was kind of the wood luthier expert, and maybe Ron was the electronics guy, and Owsley was the maybe driving force behind the company.
Yeah. Well, what happened? I could be totally wrong, but my understanding of the story is that Owsley basically was funding the Grateful Dead through his sales of his LSD that he made, and so he would buy he wanted them to have like the greatest sound, which, you know, of any band, which was a big deal back then. The PA systems were basically non-existent, so he started buying them all this gear, and then I think he met Ron through Ampex. Ron was working at Ampex, and he got Ron to come over and help him with the PA, you know, get stuff dialed in, and I think he was working on some tape machines at the studio they were at. That's how they met, and basically Owsley lured Ron away from Ampex, like with the promise of, you know, a cooler work environment. Apparently Ron was tired of the corporate environment of Ampex. But I mean, I think Ampex is a cool company. I got one of these. I got a machine right here.
Yeah, they made tape recorders and 2-inch recording tape and 1/2-inch recording tape. And
yeah, they made the tapes. I don't know. They were located in Redwood City, which is right by where I grew up, in Palo Alto. And I remember just driving by the sign of the factory was so cool on the 101 freeway, and like my friend's dad worked there and all this stuff. So that was just such a cool company. And then to think that Ron worked there, and then he moved to Alembic, which is also the coolest company. Well, I actually got to go and I've been up to their workshop, their factory, a couple times in Santa Rosa, and met Micah and Susan and the guys that work there. It's a really cool spot. They give me a tour and all that stuff. They have another one of my. I have an order for another, like a more custom thing coming in soon, hopefully. But yeah, so I'm rambling here. So
ramble on.
So yeah, anyway, so Ron met Owsley, and Owsley was like, come on down, and work. You know, I don't know, their warehouse up in Marin or wherever it was, and that was right about the time when Mickey's dad took over as the Grateful Dead's manager, and so I guess they wanted to make it more legit, rather than just like spending Owsley's money on gear. So basically, they started a legit company. Ron became the founder with Susan, and they started, you know, a real proper company with keeping up the books and doing it all legit. So, and that's when they started making basses for Jack Cassidy and Phil and a few others. I think that was the late 60s, early 70s, around then.
Yeah, and they also made some guitars as well, correct?
Yeah, the guitars are cool. They're similar. They have cool active electronics and a lot of the crazy woods and all that stuff. They make great guitars. But I guess the basses kind of caught on because they were doing, started out doing stuff for Phil and Jack Cassidy, and were involved in that scene with them. So, and Stanley Clarke obviously is the other most famous Alembic player.
Well, give us the last little sound example, and then we'll let you go back to your day.
All right, what key should I play in?
Well, I mean, E, maybe?
I don't know that one.
I'm sure you do. All right, well, thank you, Dan Horne.
Thanks a lot.
All right, well, we'll let you go back to your day. And
All right, man. Fun
I
stuff.
hope to see you on the road soon. The world is back to normal.
Keep up the good work on the show.
Thanks again to Dan Horne for showing us his Alembic bass and giving us a little example of what it sounds like. Check back in a couple of days for the next episode of Let's Hear It. We've got lots of cool stuff coming up. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you can, and we'll see you soon.